Hello guys, Arkin here. I just want to take some time to tell you guys that we have a Patreon set up for the channel. It's an additional way you can support us. So I will put the link in the YouTube cards and in the description. Thanks for checking it out and I hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to someone else. Who should I talk to? The Green Eastern Dragon. I approached the suit-clad Eastern Dragon, who was sitting alone by the window. He was busy fretting over the parrot seated on his arm. As I came closer, he lowered the arm the parrot perched on and turned his eyes to me. Hello, I'm Henry. I'm going to be your lifeguard, I think. I am Chang Hui from Chang Hui Law Firm. Glad to meet you. The parrot sidled up his arm to his jacket pocket, then reached its head in and pulled out a business card. Chang Hui took the business card from the bird with his index and middle fingers, turned it up, and handed it to me. Wow, your bird's amazing! His name's Polly, and he's very clever indeed. Watch this. He took out an expensive-looking cell phone and played a sound while expectantly watching the parrot in his hand. Welcome to Chang Hui Law Firm. Wow! How's that for a trick? Amazing! Polly. Out of curiosity, how long have you had Polly? Oh, he's been with me since I established my law firm. Between handing out my business cards and welcoming clients, he's basically my personal assistant. What a smart little guy. I reached out and gently stroked the top of Polly's head. As if in reply, Polly tilted his head and made a chattering noise at me. I've recently been trying to teach him how to pluck out gray hairs. Is it working? Not really. He's either colorblind or he just prefers plucking my red hair. Law firm. So, what kind of cases does your firm take on? Any strange cases with twists, surprises, and turnabouts? Huh, I wish. Unfortunately, most real-life legal cases aren't as dramatic as a Grace Attorney trial. Running a law office isn't a game, but I do my best. Having said that, I'll admit I may have chosen law school after playing the Grace Attorney trilogy. And at my level of practice, I'm able to be a bit picky when it comes to clients. Would you lower your standards a little if you never have a satisfactory case? That kind of thing hasn't happened yet. But if you have any legal problems, feel free to contact me. Though I'll warn you, my rate is $5,000 per hour. That would blow through my entire savings in less than a minute. I wonder if he'd accept other forms of payment. Maybe he'd shove me under the desk and pull down his legal briefs. Oh my god, no. Growling at me to be quiet as I struggle to breathe and give my oral argument because his next client will be coming in soon. If that's the case, I wouldn't mind chatting as long as he likes. Reasons to come. If you don't mind me asking, what brings you here? Actually, I was going to ask you the same thing. Be vague or talk straight? I'm not sure if he can talk straight because, I think he's gay as fuck. Oh my god. No, but okay, maybe let's be truthful. Talk straight. I applied to be a lifeguard, and my resume got picked. Huh, well, you won't have to worry about me. Not planning on going in the water? Please, Eastern dragons like me are natural swimmers. That's true. I'm just going there on vacation, but I didn't expect to run into a lifeguard like this. So he's just on vacation? Is that really all there is to it? Is whoever invited you to the island the same as this one? I pulled out the letter I received and showed him the signature on it. Yes, that's him. He stroked his beard thoughtfully and continued. I know him. He's an old client of mine. Napoleon is a celebrity baker. Black doesn't want me to know why he's here. I guess I'll figure it out later. Chang Hui is invited here for a vacation. I wonder why these other guys were invited. Maybe I should ask around. Talk to someone else. Who should I talk to? We talked to all of them, so stop talking. Okay, now I think we can check the map. We're at the cabin, I think. The bridge and the deck. Let's go to the bridge first. I entered the cockpit and stepped through. Leon was busy at the wheel, looking out at the water. We'd already left land well behind us, and the sea was a bright and brilliant blue. Maybe I should talk to the others while I've got the time. Okay, let's talk to Leon. Work of the ferry. So, sir, how does it feel to work on the ship? It's fine. You travel between islands a lot? Nope. So just between Dragon Island and the city, then? Yep. Well, that's not bad. You get to see the sights on Dragon Island a lot, right? Leon shrugged his shoulders and continued to look at the sea. This ship. This is a really nice ship. Is it yours? Nope. Company's property. Most captains seem eager to talk about their ship, so I figured... That's stereotype. Well, this is different. You were all friendly and enthusiastic before we set out. That's taught by the company. Pre-written. Am I exploring backstage or something right now? Pay no attention to the dragon behind the curtain. Our host. Leon doesn't seem to be chatty, but maybe if I keep talking, I can get something out of him. So I guess we're technically colleagues, since we were hired by the same one? He looked at me and frowned. His ears twitched. Yep. Do you know who our employer is? How should I put this? I don't really know much, really. I don't really know much about whoever's in charge. Since they only communicate with me through paycheck, I only know for sure that the employer seems to be the owner of Dragon Island. At any rate, it's strictly business, nothing more. They don't ask any dumb questions, and in return, they don't ask me any. If I was one of the snooping ones, I probably wouldn't even be here. I heard a rumor, just a rumor, that one of the previous drivers started getting nosy, and one of the guests was a high-ranking gangster, and they, well... Sorry, I think I've said too much. That's alright, keep going. I'm not sure. He frowned again. It's the first time he hired me. Looks like that's all I'm getting from him. That said, the whole strong yet silent type is perfectly fine if he knows how to make me scream. Oh my gosh, Henry. Although he might just fall asleep on me right afterward. Oh well, at least I could cuddle him. Talk to someone else. The sun was slowly descending towards the horizon, and the sea breeze was beginning to cool. Maybe I should talk to the others while I've got the time. Map. Let's go to the deck. Talk. I lifted the hatch and climbed onto the deck. It seems that the other two dragons I saw earlier also wanted to come outside to enjoy the sea breeze too. A goat dragon was squinting into the distance at the sea in front of him. In fact, I couldn't tell whether his eyes were open or not. There was also a very round eastern dragon holding onto the railing and looking intently down at the water. I was actually a little worried that he'd crush the railing with the sheer mass of his body. Squinty-eyed dragon, big-belly eastern dragon, stop talking. Oh, let's go left to right again. Squinty-eyed dragon. I walked over to the goat dragon and stood with him at the bow of the ship. He turned his head to look at me, still squinting. Are you here to seek the magnificent beauty of the purest blue, where the cerulean sky and the deep ocean mingle at the horizon too? Yeah, I came to look at the sea too. I'm Henry Heimlich, a lifeguard. I reached out and took his soft, fur-covered hand in mine. Brilliant red and crisp white on amber scales. Such an enthusiastic color scheme, yet so refreshing. I am Katsushika Yoshihide, or Yoshi, if you prefer. My eyes couldn't help but drift downwards to his apron. Color. You seem to be particularly sensitive to color. I would not say I am sensitive, but as a student of art, I do try to cultivate an awareness of it. That's when I noticed the paint spots on his clothes. Wait, your clothes are all spotted with paint, but how come there's none in your hair? Yoshi stuck his tongue out at me. Are you saying you licked... Wait, aren't those really toxic? Not in small doses. Besides, when is beauty not worth a little danger? He's way too casual about poisoning. Reasons to come. Did you receive a letter from the organizers too? I pulled out my own envelope and gestured to it, and Yoshi nodded. Yes, I received one. The paper's quality is quite excellent. I shall have to see about getting some for myself for sketch work. Does the signature ring a bell? Gordon Danum is a name I have not heard of. This is the first time I have received a letter from this individual. May I ask why? He said that he, as the owner of Dragon Island, wanted me to come and paint his portrait on the beach as a promotion. Napoleon is a celebrity baker. Black doesn't want me to know why he's here. I guess I'll figure it out later. Yoshi was invited to paint a portrait of our common employer. Chang Hui is invited here for a vacation. I wonder why these other guys were invited. Maybe I should ask around. Portrait. Why would he ask you to paint his portrait? Seems a little weird. Maybe he was a guest at my solo exhibition last month at the Sun City Art Museum? But I would have noticed such a name on the guest list. Perhaps Gordon Danum is an alias? Why use an alias to invite people for a vacation? Perhaps as some kind of surprise? Or perhaps he is simply shy? He really seems like a glass half full kind of fellow. Talk to someone else. Big belly Eastern Dragon. I cautiously approached the black Eastern Dragon leaning against the railing. Hello, I'm Henry, your lifeguard. Oh, hello, I'm Mote. He turned around heavily, his protruding belly wobbling as he extended a thick hand to me. Since you're a lifeguard, you must be a good swimmer, eh? Kinda, I guess. I'm good at getting drowning people to shore safely so I can do first aid. I'm not a pro swimmer or anything, so don't expect me to break any speed records. Sounds like you're the kind of fella I'm looking for. Wait, you're not my mysterious employer, are you? Ha ha, I wish. I just run a seafood grill at the night market. What does that have to do with... You look like you could catch a fresh large fish intact and keep it alive. Look, I'm the grill master, and you could be my gill master. Ha ha, you get it, son? I'm pretty sure you can't give a fish mouth to mouth. Night market. You said your grill is at a night market. Which one? The one on Old Glua Street, next to the university. Wow, I bet you must make a killing with all the students coming in. Sure, unless it's summer vacation and they all leave. But summer break isn't for another week or two, so why leave now? Business always drops off in the weeks leading up to it. Besides, he stroked the hair on his stomach and grinned. Who would miss an opportunity to go to the legendary Dragon Island? There was a long line of thick, coarse hair leading from his chest down his enormous belly, like the white cap of a cresting wave. I could imagine the pressure, like the weight of the ocean. So he fantasized about Motse, but he didn't fantasize about Leong and who's the other one? Katsushika, the art student. Why is he? You are very discerning, Henry. Barbecue stall. By the way, you said you run a grill, right? Uncle Motse Seafood. Changed it from Uncle Motse Barbecue recently. Why the name change? Too many damn barbecue stalls around. Figured I could use some rebranding. Explains why I've never heard of it. Judging by your figure, I'm guessing you ain't much for barbecue, eh? Only had it a few times in college. It seems a bit excessive for dining alone. Tell you what, why don't you swing by my grill when we come back to Sun City? I don't suppose you'd give me a discount? If you can drag my fat behind out of the water, I'll let you eat for free. Haha. The joke's on him, since he probably floats like a buoy. I'll even throw in a platter of roasted oysters free of charge. Your belly. Motse seemed to notice that I was quietly looking at his stomach. See something you like, eh? No, it's just that your barbecue must taste good. Hey, you know what they say. Never trust a skinny chef. Uh-huh. I ain't modest.
I take pride in my work, whether it's the ingredients, the sauces, or the cooking. I ride my butt to the seafood market and get everything fresh every day. I make my own sauces and marinades from scratch. When grilling, I control the temperature with extreme precision so it's just right.
Sounds like you work hard every day, but shouldn't that mean...
Well, I have to make sure everything tastes good, so may I have a test skewer? Or three.
Reasons to come. Out of curiosity, did you get a letter too?
Yeah, good thing I opened it too. Almost used it for kindling.
So why were you invited here? Motse slowly patted his stomach twice.
I was asked to take charge of the barbecue for the beach party, of course.
So whoever invited you, he should be one of your regulars, right?
Yeah, probably.
Does this name ring a bell?
Let me think. No, not really. I don't usually pay much attention to the signatures on the checks, you know.
I guess so. So, Motse is a grill chef and Napoleon is a celebrity baker. Black doesn't want me to know why he's here. I guess I'll figure it out later. Yoshi was invited to paint a portrait of our common employer. It seems that Chang Hui is the only one here for vacation. Talk to someone else. Stop talking. It's time to see the captain in the cockpit. Okay, let's go back to the bridge. I entered the cockpit and stepped through. Leon was busy at the wheel, looking out at the water. An island began to rise in the distance. Is that Dragon Island?
Yep.
So are there any other guests coming, or are they already on the island?
Dunno.
Okay. Leon cleared his throat and pressed a button on the dashboard before leaning over to a small upright mic.
Attention all passengers, this is your captain. We are about to arrive at Dragon Island. Please return to your seats during the approach and docking at the pier. Thank you.
I should get back to the cabin. Everyone else was in their seats as I entered the cabin. Oh, we can talk to someone. Okay, out of all of them, I think I like Chang Hui the most. The ship was a little shaky this close to shore. I stumbled a little bit and took a seat next to Chang Hui. Welcome, welcome. We are out of the office, Polly. Say something else. Bon voyage, bon voyage. Heh, is he trying to send us away? Well, he's having a good time and getting naughty. I wonder if there's something for a parrot to play with on Dragon Island. There better be, otherwise he'll probably tear my shirt into strips within a day. After that, the conversation just sort of died out, leaving us in silence. The only noise that broke the silence was the roar of the cruise ship's engine and the sound of waves lapping at the hull. Maybe I should put on some sunscreen, considering how sunny the island's bound to be. I opened the carry-on bag I brought with me and took out the sunscreen. A sea breeze blew into the cabin through a nearby window. Just as I closed my eyes to enjoy the cool breeze... Ack! My letter!
Attention passengers, please remain calm and stay in your seat.
Everything happened so fast that I didn't have time to even think. I lunged out of my seat towards the open window, grabbing wildly at the letter as the breeze whipped it through the air.
There may be some sudden shaking, and...
Hey, forget about the letter.
All of you, get in your seats and brace for impact.
I was leaning halfway out of the open window, my legs kicking in the air as I finally grabbed the envelope. Now all I have to do is pull myself back in.
3,
Whoa!
2,
I staggered, almost falling out the window as I tried to grab onto something.
1.
Shit!
Brace!
My body is falling while my mind ascends.
Henry, Henry! Hey? Hey? You with us, Henry?
Don't crowd around him, you idiots. Give me some space too.
Huff, huff. I'm gonna go make an emergency call.
I don't understand. I was following the route shown on the chart. There shouldn't have been anything to hit. The voices I could hear all around me slowly became clearer. I tried to open my eyes, but winced at the sting of salt water. Something warm pressed into the side of my neck, like the fingers of a fluffy paw. I opened my mouth wide and tried to breathe, only to feel a rush of hot liquid escape my mouth as I coughed and sputtered. He's awake! My brain swam back into lucidity as oxygen refilled my lungs. Black was on one side, helping me up and slapping my back hard. You're finally awake. Any later and I'll have to start doing CPR on you. I shouldn't find that sexy, but... You're lucky Chang Hui fished you out of the sea. Your lungs weren't completely full of water. You were spitting water like an Eastern dragon. Now I'm soaked. Thanks. Great, not even my first day and I almost drowned. Not a good sign for a lifeguard. Well, it seems we won't be going anywhere for now. Let's look around and see if we can find some place to stay until we're rescued. Chang Hui held out his hand to me. You coming with us? Before I could respond, Black slapped Chang's hand and glared at him. He just woke up. Let him rest. Alright, if you insist. You just take a break for now, okay?
Have you been drinking or something? If anyone had gotten injured.
Don't blame him. I was the one not staying in my seat.
It's not just that. The damn ship ran straight into a reef and cracked like a creme brulee. We're shipwrecked. This shouldn't have happened. I was following the normal course, but I didn't expect a reef to be there and I tried to avoid...
Wait, we can just call and have the Coast Guard pick us up.
I already tried that, but there's no cell service out here.
Napoleon held the phone up on me.
I've been walking up and down this entire beach and couldn't get a bar.
Wait a minute. There's a satellite phone on the ship. I'll call the mainland and have them send a ship to pick us up. Stay calm. They have experience in dealing with these kind of things, so they'll be able to handle it.
Then I'll go with you.
Alright. Leong slumped dejectedly and began walking towards the pier with Napoleon close behind. Follow them or stay at the beach or find Chang. Okay, so staying at the beach is, I think, useless. And finding Chang, I don't know what the purpose of that is. So I think let's try to be helpful and follow them. I got up and followed after Leong and Napoleon, wading into the water to reach the ship. Oh, that's cute. He just, zoomed right through. Ah, good. You're here. Oh, okay. So I think that was a good choice since Leong was hoping we'd follow them.
I think you're forgetting.
If I fell in the water, would you fish me out, Chef? Leong lifted the handset on the cockpit dashboard and skillfully dialed out a long sequence of numbers.
Hello?
Ni hao?
Pan. This is the Misty Dragon calling Sun City. We have crashed and drifted into the Dragon Island. I don't know what we hit, but be advised that there may be an unknown obstruction in the water north of Dragon Island, likely a reef. Our ship is heavily damaged, and there are 7 people currently stranded. No injuries, but currently we are alone and unable to return to the mainland at this time. Please send the ship to retrieve us as soon as possible. Over.
Roger, Misty Dragon. We'll send a ship to Dragon Island in 2 days. Please maintain regular contact. Over.
Right. Understood. Over and out.
Leong hung up and left without a word.
He acted surprisingly fast. Did you see the number he dialed?
I lost track after the second number.
Anyway, help should be on their way, so we just need to wait patiently for them to pick us up.
Why do we have to wait for 2 days?
Perhaps our host doesn't want anyone else to come here until the party's over?
I just hope things haven't been cancelled because of this. Before we end the video, I would like to give a massive thank you to our patrons. Your support means more than the world to us. It means the galaxy to us. Check out patreon.com/arkandray07 to be a patron today. Ciao!